So my skincare is on, and I'm just going to show you on one half of my face how you can use a very, very small amount of foundation or concealer and it looks perfected but like skin. So we're still going to see my skin through it, but it's going to look perfected. I often use a sponge to bounce product in, and that tends to shear out foundation, so that's why it always usually looks airbrushed as well. You're pushing that product in and you're using less product because the damp sponge shears it out. But my other favourite method, which you will have seen online by makeup artists such as Katie Jane Hughes and Wayne Goss, is where you prime the brush with product and then it goes onto your skin. So I'm using this very full coverage Estee Lauder Double Wear. It's fantastic, but you only need a tiny amount. So you can put it on this side or this side. For personally, if it's for myself, I put it on this side. And I'm not even doing a full pump. So I've got a little bit of redness and I'm just working a very small brush because then you're more precise. And I'm working it in and you'll feel like, oh no, it's drying out. It's not gonna go on my skin, but it will. And that's what I'm here to show you. Now, it takes a little bit more time, I think, because you are doing very, very light layers. But the truth is, the lighter the layers, the longer it's gonna last. If you put lots and lots of foundation on in one thick clump, so to speak, it will just slide off the face so much more quickly. It looks like there's nothing there, but there'll be a little bit. So this way, I'm putting the product on the very bare minimum, but also providing coverage. I'm trying to make sure it's like half of my face. And you genuinely cannot see this. This is a very, very full coverage, beautiful foundation, but it can look full and cakey if you're not careful. So this technique works really well with basically all full coverage foundations. So that was like a third of a pump. And you can see that's the side that has absolutely nothing on. And then this is the side that has some on, and it just looks like my skin, but more evened out. Now, if I want to perfect this more, I'll show you. I'll put a little bit more. Again, hardly anything, not even a third of a pump really, maybe. We're priming it again. And I'm just pushing it this time on any areas. And the great thing about this is when you push the product in, you don't need to worry about it blending with the rest of your face because you have a super light layer around the rest of your face. So you don't need to think, oh, you're gonna see like the demarcation line where I've added more. You're not. And this will last all night. One, because it's double wear foundation. It has the reputation of being long lasting, but also because of this technique. And you just keep building it up. And if you want it to look perfected, you just keep building more and more. Now, I don't do super perfected skin unless it's like for a special occasion. I like to see my skin and its imperfections, to be honest. I just think it is more natural. Now, I have no concealer on or anything like that, but hopefully you can see a difference without it actually looking like makeup. So this is the perfected side, but you can still see the marks, and I'm absolutely fine with that, but that's a personal choice. And then this is the side with nothing on. And genuinely, if you were to be this close to me, you wouldn't be able to see the makeup. You would not be able to see the foundation. It is blended so seamlessly with my skin. And that's the goal, right? Skin to look like skin, but better.